Hello and welcome to all you Taurus people. This is your monthly horoscope for March of 2020. Let's have a look. This is a pretty significant month when it comes to Saturn because it shifts signs. But it's also a significant month and a very good month for Taurus because Venus is in your sign for approximately the whole month and it's making great aspects. So let's start with that even before we go towards the Saturn, because that's more on a longer term. So for now, Venus is in Taurus in your sign, and it's making at the very end of the month a very beautiful trine with Jupiter and Pluto in your 9th house. Now, what is this all about? Having Venus in your sign means like Venus is love, and it's affection, love, it's value, and it's all about you. So you are really in the spotlight. And you will see as well, single or not, that you will draw more people towards you during this month. Venus in the first house of your appearance shows very well that it's an ideal time for you. You know, maybe when you're a woman to do some spa stuff or some enjoying yourself with some good skincare or whatever. Maybe a new haircut when you're a man, or whatever it is, or maybe also skincare, why not? But the thing is, if you do something for your outer appearance, you're really gonna glow. And I've seen it times and times again when Venus passes the ascendant, that people really do something for their looks, or they go shopping with a new garderobe or whatever, and it really is very successful. So you're gonna attract more people than you already normally do because you are already Venus oriented, and because of your sign Taurus, the ruler of your sign is Venus, and now it's even more. So it's very much a month of enjoyment, of enjoying yourself, of giving yourself love and attention, basically. And you know, it's easier said than done because we all have roles, we have work, we have this, we have that. But just this is the energy for you, so it's always better to go with the energy than go against it. For those of you, and then this around the end of the month, this Venus is going to make a beautiful aspect in your 9th house with Jupiter and Pluto. What is that all about? That is a windfall. Jupiter and Pluto together at the very end of the month is a very big transformation. And the 9th house is a very mental house. So this has to do with, could be connections from abroad, or maybe studying or learning. If you are doing that at the moment, there could be some really good fortune happening for you with this trine from Venus in your sign, and then Jupiter, Pluto in the 9th house. Could also, for those of you who are single, you could connect with someone from abroad because Jupiter rules in your house setting. This Jupiter is very interesting for you as it rules your 8th house as well of transformation. But it means that there is a possibility of connecting with someone with a different background, and there is this element of having different cultures, but there's also this element of you expanding and through the connection that you have. So for some of you, it's about a person where you can really feel a very deep connection that transforms you, and them as well, so vice versa. For others who have to travel, this is fantastic. If you can travel during this month, this journey will really transform you, and you will find a lot of meaning during your traveling. Of course, Mars is there as well, so when you are traveling, it's going to be a very active travel as well. But of course, yes, some of you, it will have to do with studying. The 9th house is studying and or teaching as well. So if you've been thinking a long time for teaching, this is the moment now where you can make that happen. So very Taurian kind of energy this month. And it's not only that the love planets, Venus and Mars, are both in earth signs, which is fantastic for you because you are an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn will benefit from this Venus Mars thing the most. And so you will feel very much at home, so to speak, in your connections. And when it has been a bit tougher for you, for instance, when it comes to connections, and when there has been a time, especially in February when Venus was in Aries, in your 12th house, this could have been a time where you have had to devote yourself, where you had to do a bit of a sacrifice, so to speak, and which is not healthy. If you do that too long, it's never healthy to just lose yourself. And now with Venus in your first house, so if there has been a time for you, Taurian people, where in the relationship you felt like you gave too much and you got not enough in return, this is shifting. So this is a good sign. And it's even possible that it goes the other way around. People take care of you for a change, and which is good as well, as long as they're balanced. But there's gonna be balance because of those two love planets in earthly signs, which is very, very good. And Mercury goes direct as well. So on the 11th of March, the planet of communication and the planet of you could say contracts, etc., is going direct again in your 10th house and in your 11th house. So definitely, if when it considers work, when it considers contracts to be signed, it's better to do that after the 11th, like the 13th, 14th. But when it comes to work and when it comes to communication with friends, when it comes to goals for the future related to work as well, this is going better. You know, you probably had a time where you had to rethink some of your goals, where you had to rethink some work-related issues. Now these things start to pick up as well, which is good, which is fine. So, and last but not least, Saturn. Saturn is shifting signs into Aquarius, and this is important for you because this is a key area of your house. Saturn, and that happens on the 23rd of March up until the 3rd of July. It's going to be there in Aquarius, and then it goes back into Capricorn. But meanwhile, during this time, you see a sneak preview of Saturn in your 10th house in Aquarius. What does it mean? Saturn wants to structure. It wants to structure, it wants to build, and it wants to do that very precise, concise, and all of that. And Aquarius is very new, refreshing, innovative. So Saturn in Aquarius seems a very odd combination, which it is. It is structuring something in something new, in something innovative. And if you plot that into the horoscope of the Taurus, this has to do with your work. So it's going to be a time, and of course this is just the beginning, but it's going to be a time for you where less is more. So if you've been working too hard, you can have a bit of challenges here with Saturn in your 10th house, that you might feel like you're not good enough, or whatever you do, it's not being seen. But if you want to apply this energy at its most positive, less is more is a very big message for you Taurians. And also to structure something into doing something that is new and innovative when it comes to your work. But later on, because I'm going to repeat this month after month as long as Saturn will be in Aquarius, and it's for quite a long time. So the period now is up until July. Having said that, I think it's a pretty good month for you Taurians. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. I hope this is not too long video, but that you have some information there in general, of course. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want a reading, just get in touch. Bye-bye.